try to get the 5.1. If you round up, but supposed to round up, you round down, then that is the difficult 1 mark. Then at least you get the easy mark first. Okay? Okay, angle question. Some do well, some don't do well. Maybe we didn't spend enough time on angles yet. Okay. So you are given this diagram. Then there is one very important line that you all miss out, and I have to highlight by giving a reason for each step of your working. So a lot of you, or most of you, never write the reasons. That's why I have to minus 1 mark. It is across the whole level. Okay, so you have to know your reasons. Angle QST. QST. Okay, can you see a very big Z? They also put it just nice, a Z like that. The head and the tail, they are parallel, so we can use these two are the same. And why they are the same? Because of alternate angle. So angle QST is equals to 43 degree. Don't even need working. You can just say angle QST is 43 degree. Just that you need to write your reason. So reason, put in the bracket, alternate angle PQ parallel to ST. Okay, this is the reason that they are looking for. So if you never write reason or never write the correct reason, please learn all these terms. Okay, after knowing this one is 43, the next angle I want to find, and some of you read the angle wrongly, STR. STR. So what angle am I finding? I am finding this angle. Okay, I am finding this red angle. I am finding this red angle. So where are the numbers that can help me? I know this is 43. Then there is a triangle here. So I must be thinking, I want to know this angle. I can know this angle if I know this angle. Okay? Because triangle, I know this angle already. If I know this angle, these three adds up to 180, I can find this angle. So I want to find this angle. What is this angle? There is a straight line. This one 125. So this angle I can find already. The 125 can help me find this angle. Okay? So this one got 2 steps. To find angle STR, first I have to find SRT. Okay? So I will write down angle SRT equals to 180 minus 125. Because straight line. So even when I write this line, because of how they ask the question, I am also supposed to write a reason. Adjacent angle on straight line. Okay? Because straight line will be 180. That's why I can find this angle. So this is the reason. Adjacent angle on the straight line is 180. Can? Then equals to 55. So once you get your 55, you get 1 mark. I know that one is 55 already. Then finally my STR equals to 180 minus 55 minus 43. Okay? Again, why? Why got this line? Because angle sum of triangle. Triangle adds up to 180 ma. That's why this angle is 180 minus 55 minus 53. So this is the reason. If they ask for reason, you have to write reason. Then finally, reflex angle STU. Okay, STU. So if we go to our diagram, STU, there is this green color angle, but there is also the big one outside, the yellow color one. Yes. So the green one is called an obtuse angle. The yellow color one, the even bigger one, is called the reflex angle. So they are actually asking you to find reflex angle STU. They are asking you to find this big one. Okay? Okay. So how do we find STU? Angle at a point. If I can find STU, obtuse angle, I take 360 minus away this one, I get this one. So usually it is like that. Reflex angle, you find the inside first, then after that you find the outside. So to find the inside, just now I have found here is 82. So the green color one is made up of 82 plus this angle. Okay? This whole thing is this thing plus this thing. So if I know this angle, I add these two angles, I will know this whole angle. Then I can take 360 minus away this angle, I get this angle. Okay? Like that only. So do I know this angle? Again, there are two ways I can find this angle. One way is by using the Z over here, because the head and the tail parallel. So this is a Z. This one is 55. This one is 55. Okay? There is another reason also. If the one you see is here, like that, a U shape, head and tail parallel, there is a U shape, then this angle plus this angle is equals to 180. So this one is 55. So both reasons are okay. You give either reason, I will also mark you correct. But first you must tell me RTU. This angle is RTU. RTU. So you must first tell me RTU is 55 degrees. It can be alternate angle SR parallel to TU, or it can be interior angle SR parallel to TU. Both are acceptable. It's either you look with the yellow line or you look with the red line. They will both lead you to say that RTU is 55. Okay? Okay. Then this is 55. This is one whole circle. So the reflex angle is 360 minus 82 minus 55. 360 minus 55 minus 82. And what is the reason? Angle at a point. 360 so angle at a point. Okay, so every line got reason. You're supposed to write down all this. Not fair, write so much for only 1 mark. Okay, Ken? Jarius, very confident, next time full mark. Don't need to listen already. Oh, he really cannot hear me. Wake up! Okay, next. Consider the number sequence. I think all of you should be able to see plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. This is the first term, second, third, fourth, fifth. So 9 means I must plus 5 to get 6. Plus 5 to get 7. Plus 5 to get my 8. Plus another 5 to get my 9 term. So 47. Okay? This is the easy point. Jiggy, now still talking. You pass already. You don't want Amira to learn. You keep talking to her so that she can keep failing. Then Amira still think, oh, they're very happy. Jiggy talk to me. She's my good friend. So actually, Jiggy trying to get her to fail. No Good one. Okay. General term. This one is the more difficult one. So I don't remember formula. I will write down. Term 1 is 7. Term 2 is 7 plus 5. Term 3 is 7 plus 5 plus 5 again. Term 4 will be plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Then I try to identify a pattern. The pattern is I keep adding 5. And how many 5s I add? When it is 1, I don't add. When it is 2, I add 1. When it is 3, I add 2. When it is 4, I add 3. I always add 1 lesser than this number of 5s. That is how I see the pattern. Then I will be able to write down. If term 4 is 7 plus 3 times of 5, always one smaller, then term n, any term, if it is n, it will be how many times of 5? 1 smaller than n. It is always 1 smaller. 3 I add 2, 2 I add 1, 4 I add 3, n I add 1 smaller than n. N minus 1 is 1 smaller than n. Okay? So if you come to this, you get your 1 mark already. But to make it look nicer, do the expansion. 5 times n, 5n. 5 times negative 1, negative 5. 7 minus 5, 2. 2 plus 5n or 5n plus 2. 2 make it look nicer. 2 plus 5n or 5n plus 2. Okay, so this one is the more difficult 1 mark. If you can get, good. Cannot get, you also won't fail because of this. Is 242 a term in the above sequence? So Tn, n means any term. So if any term is 242, then they asking me is 242 a term, I will let Tn equals to 242. So from what I have, 5n plus 2 equals to 242. Then 5n equals to 242 minus 2. 5n equals to 240. n equals to 48. When your n is an integer or a whole number, that means there is a term that will make 242. That number of term is 48. The 48th term will be 242. If I calculate, this thing come out is 43.7 or 49.2. Anything that is not a whole number means there isn't a term that can make 242. It will be in between terms. So when it is a whole number, that means 242 is a term in the above sequence. N is an integer, so 242 is a term in the sequence. This is the official answer and how you should answer. But this time round, the difference is 5. So some of you notice that the number pattern will always end with 12, 7, 12, 7, 12, 7, 12, 7. So if you give me along that reasoning, you know that all numbers that are bigger and it ends in 2 or 7 will be a term in the sequence. I also give you the mark. Because you look at the pattern and you saw the pattern. You see the number sequence and you saw the pattern. So I give you the mark also. But the actual correct working that you can do for all kind of number sequence question is like that. You make the term n equals to this, then go and solve for the n. Which term is it? Okay, so it should be the 48th term. Some of you, I think you go and calculate, then you tell me it is the 47th term. Wrong. Okay, that one is also like guess and check like that. And some of you, the thinking, the logic is not correct, that's why you got it wrong. So this one is the correct working for this. Same. Even these 2 marks, I feel it is those under the difficult questions one. So if you cannot get the difficult questions, never mind. What is important is getting the easy questions. So number 7, also supposed to be the easy questions. We go through a lot of examples in class. So this one I was hoping more of you could get it. Yeah, but some of you didn't get because you never read the question. You never listen to the story. Okay. So for this Mr. Ahmad's journey, he drove 3/5 of the 350 kilometer. Then he reached a resting stop at 12:30. So this is considered his first part of the journey. Okay, so if I break it down, he started at 9:30. He first drove 3/5 out of the 350. 3/5 out of 350 kilometers. He didn't drive the entire 350 kilometers in his first part. Then, after that, he rests for 45 minutes. So this is considered his second part of the journey. Then lastly, he completed the remaining journey, then finally reached at 15:15. Then he started at 09:30. He reached the resting stop, here is 12:30. Okay, this is the entire story. So, speed of the first part, I know the distance is this amount. I know how long he took. Then we must be able to link speed equals to distance divided by time. And this one is only referring to the first part of the journey. So the distance is 3/5 times 350. Okay? So this one, the distance itself is 210 kilometers. This part. Then the remaining will be 140 kilometers. So this first part is 210 kilometers. So I must be taking my 210 kilometers divided by how many hours it took. So 9:30 to 12:30 took 3 hours, right? 9:30 to 12:30, 3 hours. So 210 kilometers divided by 3 hours. That is how we get 70 kilometers per hour. Okay? Some of you know speed is distance divided by time, but you took 350 kilometers to go and divide by 3. Then wrong already. You never read the story carefully. First part of the journey, 210. Then first part speed, so 210 divided by these 3 hours. Okay? Okay, then, so again, this one's supposed to be easy one. The 2 marks should be able to get one. Then average speed for the entire journey. Average speed for entire journey. Remember, we mentioned a few times before. Average speed of whole journey means the whole distance divided by the whole time. I don't care about the individual. Is here faster, here slower? I don't care. Or how long he rests. As long as I take the entire distance divided by the entire time. So this one, even the rest 45 minutes, I also don't need to care. As long I start 9:30, I end 15:15, I find out how long is that. That is my entire time. I know the entire distance is 350 kilometers. Then I just take 350 divided by the entire time. So the rest of the information is to confuse you. The 45 minutes got no use at all. Okay? Can? Okay. So the average speed is equals to total distance divided by total time. What is my total distance? My total distance is 350 kilometers. The entire trip, no change. Then my total time will be from 9:30 to 15:15. Then I must go and calculate how long is that. Okay? For me, time 12 is the difficult number, right? So from 9:30 I will calculate to 12:30 first. Or 12 lah. 12 better lah. Okay? So from 9:30 to 12, it took 2 hours and 30 minutes. This one still easy to think 9:30 plus 2 hours will be 11:30. Then 11:30 plus another 30 minutes will be 12 o'clock. Then from 12 o'clock to 3:15. 12 to 3 is 3 hours. Then still have a 15 minutes. If I break it down with the 12, then it makes things easier for myself. Okay? If I want to straight away from 9 until 15, then my brain also hard to function. But if I break it down to 12 first, then easier for me. Then after that, I add the two parts together, it will be 5 hours and 45 minutes. So I add them together, I will have 5 hours 45 minutes. But is 5 hours 45 minutes the same as 5.45 hours? No, right? Because 5 hours 45 minutes, if I want to change it to hour, I divide by 60.